Hi, good evening, everyone. Can someone hear me over there? I'm sorry. I just joined very late because I had a very busy schedule today. I I welcome all of us that are here. Abubakar, Chime, Kisili, Chidozia, Daniel, Ejike, Julius, Oluwafemi Busare, Sad Abubakar. Tekno, I don't know who is Tekno. Tekno, good evening. Probably you didn't tell us your name. And the Udo Paul Chupu Nonso. Good evening, everyone. I hope you guys are having a very nice weekend. And of course, the weekend is ending today. For your information, I'm streaming on different platforms. I just want to share a few minutes of our time. Those of us who have probably been trading with different brokers, no problem. We just want to have our market review. It's also in continuation of my series of streaming on building a lasting in trading and investment culture. So I just want to take like 20 or 30 minutes of our time and we can continue. For those of us who joined the previous presentation and you want to ask some question, you can send those messages across. If there's anything we can do to answer you, we will do that as soon as possible to answer you. But my ask, how have you been? How have you been trading, Mr. Let me who talk to me now. Let me check one person. I like to be interactive enough. Mr. Ali Abubakar, how is everything over there, sir? If you're in a very quiet place, I wouldn't mind we can interact. I just want someone that can be able to hear his voice. And I think every one of us, if you can hear me, you can also type one.
Yes, boss, I'm doing fine. Thank you so much.
Oh, okay, perfect. So today we will talk more on alternative investment, and we will relate it to the market.
Sorry, boss, it seems the audio.
The audio?
The audio is breaking up bad.
My audio is breaking up.
No, I think it's from your end. His audio is stable.
I can hear him now. I can hear you now, sir.
Okay, perfect. We are talking on alternative investment, and we relate it to the market or to the asset classes which we operate. The more you know something, the more you do that better. The more you don't know anything about a thing, the more chances you have to fail in that thing. So as I always said, I believe in one philosophy that you don't succeed by chance, and life must not be complex for you if you must succeed. Anything you want to do in life and you find it very complex, you find it very much difficult to succeed in that. I'm so sorry, I forgot this is a streaming live, so video was so important. Let me put myself on video. So anything you are doing and you find it very difficult to succeed, you find it very complex, you can hardly succeed in that aspect. Last week, we had a very successful trade in
Yes, he's already.
And how you can be a part of it. The benefit of what we are doing these days is that it will help you identify opportunities. Someone is talking behind. It will help you to identify opportunities if you actually know what we are doing. This is a very good good section that you must not mix. You must not miss all these sessions. This is a very good and powerful session that you must not miss. I usually get opportunities like this when I always interact with people. I'm opening a lot of chat and a lot of information here. First of all, let's look at the potential opportunity we have this week. Someone is making noise behind. Let me probably unmute everyone here. Because as I'm making noise, some people who are connected on the stream are feeling uncomfortable. What is unmute button? What is mute button? Okay. I have muted everyone. I've muted everyone. If you want to talk to me, just raise your hand. Or if I wish to talk to you, I will unmute you. You can be able to talk to me. We have some opportunities ahead this week. Last week was good for so many of us in the business. Tomorrow we have on Tuesday, rather, we have a monetary policy and meeting in Australia. We also have CPI and core price index in Canada. But on Wednesdays, where we have good opportunities more. For those of us who are currency traders, we have an opportunity in New Zealand. Then New Zealand is going to be very much volatile on Wednesday. We expected that a lot. Then we also have opportunity in United States, core retail sale and retail sale. If you have been following my teachings all these years, you will know what core retail sale is. It's not something you keep repeating. It's one of the most powerful fundamental of currencies. If you go to my previous videos, you'll be able to see how I simplify the analysis on core retail sales and retail sales. Then we also have FOMC. FOMC is one of the 8 powerful fundamentals of currencies. Always make sure that anyone who teaches you this business is practical enough, and its practical aspect must be very simple. I hope I'm making sense. If I'm making sense, you can type hi. Let me check those on this on the other channels, because I have to make sure I respond to as many people as possible. Yeah, so always make sure that anyone who teaches you this business must make it as simple as ABCD, and where you can easily understand it. So if it's very complex for you, you find it difficult to understand. That is the truth. Once it's complex, it becomes difficult to understand. Let me share what I'm showing you so you see where I'm getting it from. I'm not getting it from very far place. I got this one from Forest Factory. I hope you all can see my screen now. I got this one from Forest Factory. We have on Wednesday is gonna be a very good day for trading this week. We'll have a FOMC meeting. You can come out by 7 p.m. Local time. We'll have retail sales. We'll have core retail sales. We'll have event in New Zealand. We'll have I think Bank of England New Zealand statement. We'll have crude oil inventory. These are the things. And you can see we have added good portfolio on our system. So there's a particular video we did last time concerning how to trade gold. So if you have been following our page, you'll be able to see how we simplify trading gold. First of all, you must be able to understand the fundamental of whatever thing you are doing and whatever thing we are going in for. Now, let's go to proper market analysis. First of all, do you have anything we have to analyze for you? Do you have any challenge last week? Or do you have any good success last week? What happened that you succeeded? And do you have any particular instrument you want all of us to look in for? Let us know so we can be able to analyze it and see how far we'll go from there. I'm waiting for you. You can drop your questions on the channels. Let me check other channels here. Do you have any instrument you want us to analyze for you? If you doesn't have it, means that a lot of us who are connected to this meeting every weekend are not trading. Maybe you are just onlookers. Because anything we do, we always find a way to practicalize it. It's something that we must practicalize, something you should be able to know properly how to do it. And okay, someone sent a question here. Let me check this one. This one is US card, US card, US card. Are you holding this position? Are you holding this position? Okay, I'm checking some other channels to see outcome there. Okay, someone said WTI. Okay, perfect. Let me open those chart on my own side here. Let me show you a chart that US card. Let's see what is going to happen in the US card. Or first of all, we will be able to try to know what had happened on the card last week and what is most likely going to happen this week. I'm bringing up the instrument, sorry. Market chart, instrument, US card, USD card. Canada is having fundamental this week, so it's most likely going to be impactful. USD card, let me USD card. I trade only instrument that I only enlist only instrument I trade. The one I don't trade, I peel them off my screen. So if I have any analysis on anyone, I have to go and bring them back. It's not good to be jack of all trade, and you may most likely become a master of none. Perfect. On the chart, we have USD chart. We have a very strong sell on USD chart, and the USD card. Canada is a base. Canada is a base currency, and Canada is the base, and they have strong impact this week. And this week, or the previous week was already, they dominated the market, and they have broken the previous support. So we are more likely going to see Canada at 1.266867. 1.26867. That's where we are most likely going to see Canada. I want to reach equilibrium. Somebody say, I want to. How can somebody ask me Canada base or pose? Are you a new trader? I waited for it to reach equilibrium, and it did. And I'm looking at it to the upside. But the fundamental you show us, I will wait for next week to observe. We have entered new week. In the couple of hours, market will open. Yes, Mr. Udo, Canada is put, not base. Is put, is put currency. And for me, it's giving a very strong bearish rather. Yes, it's giving a very strong bearish from my chart here, very strong one. Those of us who are traders on this instrument. Can you? Okay, no, I'm so sorry if I said this wrong in the wrong way. So it has a very strong bearish here. From my screen here, it's a very, very strong bearish. Yeah, it's a very strong bearish. Let me give you one expo. Can someone hear me? I want to speak with someone. At least that's how I flow. I want to speak. If you know that you're in a very quiet place, just indicate, let me unmute you. I can be asking you, we can be interacting. Mr. Ali Abubakar, okay. And Udo Paul, okay, I'm muting two of you now. So it won't be as if I'm talking to myself. I should know when I'm disconnected or not. Once I'm no more hearing you guys, I know I'm disconnected. Yeah, but make sure you are in a very quiet place to avoid background noise. Seriously. Someone asked me for Nasdaq. Mr. Udo, you say you're in a very quiet place. I could hear background noise from your own side. Now, you could see what I'm sharing you from here. You see that Canada is very low. There's something that there's one thing I want to show you in trading. You know, I told you that what we watch on the chart is a mirror of what goes on in the real life. What we see, that all these charts you see, they're just like a record of what is going on in real life. And for those of us who started learning trading from taking it from chart, all this big chart and small chart has a symbol. They signify something. So when you see a big chart or big candlesticks like this, it shows that there was a strong volume. There was a strong volume. Now you can see that we have big volume here, and another volume that closed the market Thursday and Friday. So that's most likely that this market is coming down to 1.26 or 1.25. Although based on this market now, it has broken this particular support here, and it may of course, we can also say that it's at the pivot point level, but it has already showed a very strong indication of coming to this point. I don't know if my analysis is very simple. I always want to make sure that everything is very simple. I don't like complexity. What
you're saying it is.
Yeah. So now, if you make assuming you are holding your sell position, if you are already gaining, you modify it again, so you will lose that one again. Then you put your stop loss at this point. Then if you're a very long-term trader, then you can put your stop loss at this point. This point is most likely difficult for markets to go back to that point. It will take a lot of time for the price to move to that level that could result to losses, or that will hit your stop loss. Of course, I'm not teaching you risk management. There are things you should know as a trader about risk management before you do. Before you come into trading, you should know when you want to make a trade. Assuming a trade goes against your price, you should know how much you expected to lose, the risk you expected to lose. You expected that it should occur on your account. If a market or price goes in your favor, you should know how much you should expect to as outcome, as profit. That is not what we are talking about today. Now, somebody talk about WTI. Let me go back to my chart here. Okay, my market. WTI crude is what we call crude. Last week, oil, we were expecting. What was our expectation in oil last week? Can somebody tell me? Our expectation was. There was a more supply in oil that should have pushed oil price down, but eventually came down. I'm watching on 30 minutes chart. Yeah, oil eventually came down. Let me check. There was a portfolio I was holding that's supposed to be on profit. Let me check.
According to the WhatsApp group, you were expecting a sell.
Yeah. Oil is supposed to have dropped last week, but immediately the supply was released, it didn't drop as we expected. But there are some counter information we got from oilpride.com that give us hope that this week it may most likely come down. I saw the breaking news today from oilprice.com that and they know on Friday it actually dropped. On Friday it dropped. There was some ironic news I was reading today. Yeah, it came 2 days ago. It said oil price fell as demand concern persist. Oil price fell. Yeah, it was a very. I was going through it in the afternoon when I saw the information. So that is my analysis. What I can talk much on oil. I don't know if I've satisfied your answer. Someone just joined us now, Mr. Chris Obieke. Let me know if there's anybody from.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, I can hear you.
I think you justified the answer now with the chat.
Yeah, you mean on oil, right?
Yes.
Yeah, perfect. I don't know if you are holding a bearish position, but probably
yes.
You may be right because there's no wrong position in the market. It's all about time. Yes, I was saying something before I digress about time, about alternative investment. Alternative investment are the kind of investment we are into. All of us are participating into. Is different from traditional investment schemes like when we talk of mutual fund or we talk of treasury bill. Now, they are considered as high risk investment or high risk business. Do you know why? Because it gives a high return. So any investment that gives high return is classified as a high risk. And unfortunately, that is the kind of business asset class that's available to us. And we have been able to maximize the potentials of running on this business. It could be like currency trading, cryptocurrency, and so many of them, the option and whatever. They are all classified under alternative investment. Now, when you are into this business, you should always expect to have a proper risk management. If you have not gone to attended any class or been able to be in any class where risk management is taught, you have to find somebody who can teach you how to manage risk properly, because there's a lot to make in the business. So the only thing we battle with or we struggle with in alternative investment structures is managing our risk. And once you're able to manage your risk, you'll be able to maximize profit. Let me also say this thing before I come back to analysis. To be a successful investor is not only on making good return or making profit. If you're an investor where you didn't lose your capital, you are also successful. Did that make sense?
Yes, sir, you're making sense.
If you are an investor where you didn't lose your capital, you're also successful. Then when you are always thinking of profit, which most people from our side of the world always think, they think one side. They don't think double side. They always think one particular angle. And that is the problem we are facing in that world. Until we change this perspective, we will never move forward. So when you are trading or doing this business and you didn't lose money, you didn't lose capital, but you didn't make profit, you are also a successful investor. Now, the risk is what we drive on. That is the vehicle which our investment, our trade drives on. It's like a flight. You want to fly to London or up to Paris. The only thing that will take you there is aircraft. The aircraft is the risk which we drive on. Now, when you are ignorant of the risk, it becomes dangerous to you. What you are doing become dangerous. But when you're knowledgeable enough about the risk, you have chances of surviving. 3 things that will make you to be a successful investor or a successful trader. 1, you need capital. 2, you need time. 3, you need knowledge. This is how I analyze it: capital, time, and knowledge. So knowledge came last. It means that necessarily you may not necessarily be knowledgeable enough, but you can be successful. But your success will be limited in the business. Do you understand what I'm saying now?
Yes, sir.
I mean, you need three things: money, you need time, which we call patient. Then we also need knowledge. Knowledge is the last one for me. Money and time is number two. Why I say so is that there are some people who has the money and they can be patient enough. They will have chances of surviving or making profit or having a good return of their investment. I've seen it. Anything I'm teaching is practical. I don't form note. I don't grab note for people and post. Things I've practicalized and see how it works. Like, for example, I met someone, I was teaching him a business. He told me, he was to make a payment on cryptocurrency for that business. But he said he now remember that he had he once attended a crypto seminar and he bought coin crypto, like it was BTC. He bought BTC then. No, this man forgot, left it. He just won the seminar. He just bought small amount of money. I didn't believe much about the crypto stuff and left it there. So after some years, he met me for a business, and I was asking him if he can make payment using that system. He now remember that he once opened a crypto wallet, and luckily for me, he went back to his diary and saw where he put where the password, where he wrote it down. I was able to try to access it, and the password opened. This man was having about $200,000 in assets on crypto BTC.
Serious?
Yeah, but he bought this. He bought it. He said he went to a seminar and just bought small amount. I don't know. I can't remember. It's not up to maybe $1,000 value. It could be like 500 or 200 value. So he bought it then. Now, two things that helped him to be successful. He had the money he put in, and I was patient, but there was no knowledge. But he was successful. Do you understand my analysis now?
Yes, sir.
There was money, there was patience, but there was no knowledge. So even as he saw the money, he still didn't believe that it was real money. Actually, he said that until he changed it and get some inflow, like a lot in his bank account, he will know that it's actually real. Because that he didn't know what happened, he just bought it and keep it there. And since it does not have any like, he didn't have much time for it, and he just bought it and he just keep it. It was having 200,000 value in the
100 million plus.
Yeah. Now, this man, what happened to him was that he had money and he had to apply the law. The most important law in this our business is patience and time. For any investment to be successful, time must be there. Long time goal must be there. It's a must. It must be there. It has that time and it allow you to grow. Some of us from our part of the world, we just want to give you 5 million. You want the person to pay you every month. I mean, you want to classify it, how much every month. I want to do this. That is why people are failing. And they created a very broad market for Ponzi scheme operators. Do you understand? It was for my own experience in trading and doing business within our locals. I hardly see big amount of money on trading platforms. I only see them on the news, maybe the enforcement agency news, where they put billions of naira invested in so thing. They will now put it on our business, linking everything to crypto and currency trading, which is not good, which is not what happened. These guys who lost those money, I can tell you 70 to 80% of those money did not pass through any broker or any dealing house or any dealing firm, but they use the name to take the money from people. Now, if we can have knowledge about trading, we have 70 to 80% chances of survival of success. Remember, we're talking about risk. When you don't have knowledge, but you have money and time, you have 50% chance of succeeding. No knowledge, but you have the money and you have the time, you have 50% chance of becoming successful. When you now have money, you have time, and you now have the knowledge, You have 70, my friends say 90%. I believe him, but I always talk 70 to 80. He said, if you have the knowledge and you have the time and you have the money, you have 90% chance of succeeding in your investment. And that is the truth. But I would rather say 70 to 80% chances of succeeding. Some of us who have the knowledge doesn't even have the time. We always give our investment pressure. You need to give it time to mature. You need to give those things time to run. You need a lot of time. If you check crypto, for example, if you see how crypto does not move within 3 months. For example, now it came down for over 6 months, it has been put down. If the crypto market is going to rise, it can take six months to 1 year or even 2 years to rise back to that former price. Now, you need this kind of investment. We need people who can have the patience to wait and just allow it, remove your mind from it. Not people who want you to run like a scheme. The same thing applicable in every asset classes that is classified under alternative investment, including real estate. Real estate is part of the investment asset that is classified under alternative investment. But you could see, of course, a lot of investors are into real estate because it's a tangible asset, but it has chances of giving you high return. That is why it is classified as an alternative investment. So these are the things that we may go home now with, like having patience, having money, and having time. And furthermore to our analysis, Mr. Jewel, you say we should analyze NASDAQ. NASDAQ is indices. If you have anything, are you still there? Let me check if he's still there. I think it's out. Okay, I can see him. I can see him. Is there? NASDAQ is indices. Let me check if I have indices with me. And someone also sent me a chat. Okay, someone is a serious one. Let me check if I have NASDAQ. And no one is even asking me what we can analyze. Do you always believe what I'm telling you? If you have anything, you have right to dispute, to tell me what you suggested. Don't always believe that I can give you everything accurately. One, we made analysis on Euro USD. That was last week. Okay, I'm with you now on NASDAQ. My chat is open on NASDAQ. Mr. Jewel, I'm with you on NASDAQ now. NASDAQ. This is NASDAQ now. Oh no, NASDAQ is seriously bullish. Let me give you it's seriously bullish. No. Can you see my screen, Mr. Julius? Let me know. If you can see my screen, can you just type 1? I'm also monitoring from somewhere. Let me know. Yeah, I can see the screen here. Show you. Yeah. NASDAQ has a very strong volume for bullish, and I'm watching NASDAQ 100. Do you know what NASDAQ 100 means? My manager is a NASDAQ trader. She makes a lot of money trading NASDAQ, and I know her secret. Do you know what NASDAQ 100 means, Mr. Julius? Can you just tell the house? Mr. Ude, raise a hand again. Mr. Ude, you're making noise. That's why we mute you, because those who are using headphone to connect, you probably disturb their eardrum. Let me check other handles if there are some comments there. So let me know. You know, Nasdaq is the top big companies in United States. It is very good. Yeah, I don't know the position you're holding. Are you holding buy or sell, Mr. Julius? Are you with me? Are you holding buy? Okay. Oh, you say no. Okay. Anything we analyze is try to experiment it. That's the rules. If I'm to trade this business, I will buy Nasdaq. I will buy Nasdaq on a short time. I believe almost all of us are a short time. You can hardly see someone that can leave a position for 6 months. It's not possible for them. You buy Nasdaq, it has a very strong bullish. In fact, the market closes above. Most Nasdaq investors make money when the price is high. You can also trade US 30. US 30 is also another market that a lot of investors makes a good amount of money. Someone asked me what's the secret. Someone asked me what's the secret. So now the US 30 is top 30 companies in United States, those big companies. Just as we have a Nigerian stock exchange, we have top gainers, top big company like First Bank, Access Bank, GTB, UBA Bank. They are one of the top bank in Nigerian stock market exchange. I think Dangote was there. I have the list here with me. In fact, I read in the afternoon the market outcome last week. So now these top 30 companies, those big companies, they are part of Nasdaq anyway. So they are grouped under US 30. And another one, US 50, is top 50 companies. And all these top performing companies has chances of being bullish more than bearish. They have chances of being bullish more than bearish. So she took advantage of those opportunities. So just as simple as that. Just as when I was trading indices, it was very smooth. I don't need many things to analyze. I already know what I want to trade in. So I just take my positions and allow it to run. Like I share the screen with you guys on Nigerian commodity market, like Nigerian commodity exchange. When after pandemic, when the price of all the asset classes came down, I discovered from the chart here, the global chart, that soybean was very low. Soybean. I went to Nigerian commodity market. Because I'm a trader on Nigerian exchange. I'm an exchange trader. You can see it on my profile. I went there and bought soybean. I bought one in 2020, bought another one in 2021. If I show you the profit, you'll be surprised. You will seriously be surprised. That is the secret. These things is I don't need to be monitoring it. That's why it's difficult to do for me to do business with everybody, because they don't understand the investment principle. They want to solve their problem immediately, and the market cannot solve it. Rather, it will crash. That's why I told you, ignorant without proper knowledge. Okay, ignorant with risk is danger, and danger will lead to crashing. But that's the bridge between ignorant and risk is danger. You're taking risk, and you don't even know what you're taking risk for. So when you see that Ponzi scheme, you see that people doesn't lose money in Ponzi scheme. They always use the word crash. Say that one don't crash. It means that that such kind of investment structure cannot last long. It can only last for highest 5 years. Then it will crash. Because people wouldn't just lose. They will crash. All their money is possible to go. If both the one that have gained before. So, so having a proper understanding of anything you're doing is the key of surviving that particular thing. Some of us fly going to different regions through aircraft, but you know that aircraft has a very high risk. But because of the people who operate those who operate aircraft, they have understood the risk in flight. They have known how to manage it. The whole world is flying, and they can hardly see news of air crash or whatever. Something that will take you from one region to another region within 50 minutes, which ordinarily you use car and drive 10 hours. You should know that it's a very high risk journey. It's a high risk flight or transportation that will take you a journey of 2 weeks, will take you 6 hours. But now knowledge was applied on that high risk transportation and it becomes safe. People fly. Some people fly 24 hours. That is the same thing we need in investment space. You need knowledge to understand how it works, for you to survive it. The same business people are having issue in our country. It's the same business that are generating billions of dollars for people annually. If you read a lot of businesses in Europe and America, you see the big trading firms, how many turnover they generate every year. The same business. Why our own is always problem. Why we how this one crash, how this one crash. Because we have not been able to wake up to understand how this is work. This business can generate a lot of income and grow the economy if we are doing it in a proper way. Just make sure that those things, those rules are applied. The business will definitely hit more profit for you. So you're teaching wonderful. Okay, no. Perfect analogies. Okay, no problem. Let me know if we have another analysis here. I'm so sorry. No, we are streaming on different stream. Let me check on YouTube to know how many response there. So I will keep them. We also on Telegram live. So let me also check those on Telegram. So I won't keep them stranded. I'm so sorry. There's no moderator here to give me feedback because I'm not in the office. It is Rabin the one to post the messages to me. I'll be able to read them. Okay, so we also we have personally I have another program. I've increased the capacity anyway. It was I usually train 1,000 people every year. This time around I want to train 10,000. That's my capacity, and it's not going to be within Nigeria. It will be across the globe. It's training and educating 10,000 entrepreneurs in the business. It's just a way of giving back to society, even though society probably didn't give you what you are learning. Some of the things we are learning here, we didn't get it from society. It took us a lot of time to get them, even though they didn't give it to you. The demand that you give them. Why is it that you don't like to draw trend line and support resistance? John, I'm not. I hate complexity. It gives me stress. In fact, it causes me mental stress. I don't like anything complex. All this stretch line, whatever. Fibonacci, cam scanner. Is it cam scanner? Not to call them. What is that? I usually see they used to pay every month at that time 100,000. Is it cam scanner? That's what you can use to scan a page like this. It look like triangle. So I don't use those things. A harmonic scanner, yeah. I don't use those things. It makes it gives me headache when once I watch them. Everything look like bugging in my head. I like to make sure that what I'm dealing is very simple. I came from a region that does business, that does buying and selling. And when it tell me trading, it's all about buying and selling. The only thing I knew very well, how I can make profit in business to buy low and sell high. So now this business is also something like dealers are giving me prices to buy and prices to sell because I'm trading through a dealer. I trade through an exchange, or I trade through a brokerage, maybe OTC derivative. I see the prices, and it is connected to a system that looks like blockchain. It's not like a spot Blockchain means that you see all the prices, nothing is hidden. So I don't need to follow the market. I try to get my point. Where will I buy? This exchange, how much are they selling oil? I check my calculator. Okay, if I buy at $90 per barrel, will I make profit? Okay. If I buy $90 per barrel, it means I will sell it at $99 per barrel. It's as simple as that. Now, the only advantage I have is that I don't need to look for customer. That's just another advantage. It become very simple market for me. Assuming it's a spot, I bought it $90 per barrel. I have to bring it back to my market, maybe up week. Begin to look for customer, which is another stress. Begin to look for who will buy it for me at a higher price. Those who from there, you see how people drag people from come and buy. But in this one, I'm not looking for anybody to buy because the global market is already there buying it. There's already people who are buying and selling. I will just be quietly and be watching. I know the price I want to sell. If the price get to that point, I want to sell, I sell it. I also have, okay, what if there's no buyer who will come and buy this market? Definitely the price will drop. People will start selling at a low price. I mean, just okay, I put it at $90 per barrel. Maybe the price has dropped to 85. Let me sell it. The market of this month or this week is bad. I'll sell it off. It's as simple like that. So I don't need all this chart to all this indicator. Who taught me how to make profit in trading? Didn't teach me chart. Remember, I usually trade very well before I meet Babalola. Anyone who's a trader who does not know who taught him, does not have a mentor, check him very well. He doesn't have a good history. So he taught me how to trade. My concern was I came to him, I saw a big account, and it was a live account. And I know that this man is trading. I met him in a conference. The way he spoke, I quickly rushed to him and collected his number. It was later discovered he was actually a bank manager. So he told me, I told him, I just want to make profit. I already know how to trade. Only for me to come to him, he does not use the chart. Sorry, he doesn't use indicator. So he saw my laptop and deleted all the whole triangle, whatever, both the report I bought that and I was making sound on the screen, boom, like as if he's giving me a bell, like all this herbalist bell. Boom. I'll come inside the room and check what is happening. It was always sounding like that. A lot of them bought them, put it on the chart, believing that that is the key. He deleted all of them and he just put the charts plain. So he'll be driving, he will call me on phone. Hi, he called me Oboni. Something like that. Oboni. Those who are Yoruba may know what it means. Oboni, are you all online? Yes, yes, I'm fine. Yeah. So can you check Hero USD? I will check the price. Okay. I will sell at 1.6. Okay, well, don't worry. Once the market price is 1.6, just let me know. Yeah. Okay. What you have, you help me buy gold. Buy gold for me at 1,300 per ounce. You buy from this broker. That time he trade with big brokers then. He was making as simple as ABC. That's okay. This is how these guys are trading. And I discovered about trading firms, hedge funds who actually do this business. Their board of directors usually give vote. They vote in. When I was studying FOMC was when I discovered how voting work. So the board of directors will usually make a vote. Should they buy at this price or sell at this price? Once the directors voted, we are going to buy gold at so price. They'll go in and buy. The same thing they do on crypto. That is why I don't use charts. It's as simple as that. I don't use all these things. And I switched my trading pattern to that of Babalola. I started having profit. Then I added my own skills, things I know, because I know his entry point. Even today, I know Babalola entry point. As I speak to you, Mr. Julius, Babalola will not buy at this price at NASDAQ. I know his entry point. Anytime I see him, I know his entry point. But me, I will buy at this price. So I know his entry point. Those his entry point, he usually lose a lot of market prices, but he like it that way. And I also know his exit point. But I learned how to make profit from him, which is the most important thing you need in this business. After you have acquired all the knowledges, everything, you just have to summarize it to two things: how to manage the risk you have, meaning the capital you have, how to manage it, and how to make profit. If you're able to come up with these two, I don't have plenty of things. And again, you don't need to learn everything from everybody. That is the truth. You don't need to learn everything from everybody. Just know your secret, stick to that secret, and you continue doing your business, and you see yourself doing perfectly well. Any question? Any other question or any other analysis we have to go in? If I'm making sense, you can just type hi. Let me check on my Okay, yeah. Any questions so far? Okay, somebody say USDJPY. Let me check USDJPY. I will leave you in the next 6 minutes, like by 15 minutes after 9, I will leave you. I will leave all of us to go back to our family and friends. I'll probably go back to bed. USDJPY, let me check USDJPY for all of us. JPY USD. Do I have it here already? Yeah, I have it. I think I had a position on this trade, on this instrument. The market doesn't make sense. For now, it doesn't make sense. Leave it. That's something that came to my mind. I think I should let you guys know. No, it doesn't really make sense now. It doesn't make sense. No, it doesn't really make sense. Let me give you something. This my chart, it doesn't give me more. Or let me open another chart for you and show you why it doesn't make sense for me. Let me share something with you. Where is this people? Yeah. There's another chart I usually use to make analysis. Let me open it up. It has more tools. I've opened that chart now. I'm sharing the screen back to you. If you can see my screen, just type yes. Or anyone that have muted can say yes. You can talk to me. I will hear you. And let me also check if I can see it here. I can't see it. Are you sure? Okay, I'm sharing something with you. Somebody asked me for USJPY.
Yes, boss, we can see your screen.
Okay, I can see it as well now. I have a monitor I'm using. USJPY, where is it here? It should be major. Okay. USJPY. I added it. Okay, let me check this one. Yeah, look, this is USJPY. Let me check this chart. 30 minutes. For now, if you want to, there's no direction on this market. I know that all of us, some of us are daily traders or weekly. Direction is not really clear. Let me tell you the reason. Check here. Let me start from here. Sorry. Yeah, you see what I draw now?
Yes, we can see.
Then if you check this thing now on a short frame so that you could perceive all the movement, you see that there's no volatility. So it's most likely what we call point of indecision. When the market is like on January after December sales, if you come to clothing line, you see that even some bulls will not even come to work. Even some boys, is it boy? They are boy. That what we call a boy in Igbo market is called what's the name in English? Someone that serve you for you to if you come there within the January time, you see that nobody will be doing anything within that time. So that's exactly what happens here within this short time frame. Let me put it on 30 minutes. So kind of it's just within this range for some time. Yeah, even from here, it's within this range. There's no strong volatility now from here. I mean, we can't tell you that this market is buying. Look at what happened on let's say Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Look at what happened on Monday. What happened on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So the whole week, the market was the same price the whole entire week. Now, Friday, the other week, Thursday, Saturday. So the market, so Thursday, Wednesday, within 2 weeks, the market has been within the same range. And if you count this thing back to this, okay, this is not daily chart, sorry. Now, let's assume this is the whole Friday, from Friday to this day, or from Thursday to this day. So the market has been within a particular range. So it's difficult for you to give a prediction of direction. I'm just analyzing technically. It's very difficult, unless if you have a fundamental coming in. You know that sometimes the market move one direction without any strong indication. I don't know if I'm making any sense here on this particular chart. Who asked me that question? That is what I can give. It doesn't have any strong. Who asked me that question? It's Udo Paul. So it doesn't have a direction yet. One thing, you always make sure that you buy any particular product at a low price, sell it at a higher price. This price now, will you say it's low or high? It's just in between. Because look at the where the market came down, and since that time it has been struggling to range, and it will most likely dropped, maybe grown. Those of us who trade Asian market, you should study more of the movement and the fundamentals. It's more important than this chart you're watching. It's very much important to study what is happening there in real life, so you can be able to put it back to virtual life and see how far you can go. We did analysis on Euro USD. I don't know why I removed it. I would have kept it here. We draw something here. I told you that Euro USD was 1.06. That the last was, it even came down to 0.99. That we should place a buy, those who want to buy for a short time. That it was here. Look at what happened on Euro. So the market suddenly went to 1.03. I did analysis on currencies using cryptocurrency. That's where I draw my inspiration of analysis from. How many of us trade crypto here? You can just say hi or yes. Someone say Euro card, Victor. I'm so sorry. I'm almost exceeding the time I'm supposed to leave you guys. Hi. Euro card. So now, if you trade crypto, you see one thing on crypto. People who trade crypto, they only talk about price. They don't always talk much about chart. Is it true? Those who trade crypto, they mostly talk about price. When new crypto comes in, they will tell you this price is 0.00 whatever. Buy it now. By the time it will reach $1, by the time it will reach $5, you are going to make profit. They talk about price. Then what makes you a trader here thinking that chart will give you profit? Chart doesn't give profit, it's price. So when you see them, they will talk more of price. So when I saw that analysis with crypto in the crypto industry, this is the same thing traders here are supposed to do. Just as this chart confused a lot of people, they focus on more of the technicalities, which does not even help. You check the price, Euro was 0.99. Which other one do you want it again? It has dropped a little. The price was so low. Even the price of Euro is still very low compared to dollar. And it will also go more down. So if the price come down, what else are you expecting to analyze? Just buy. The price is very low. Buy it. Buy Euro at a low price. It will rise. It's as simple as that. Well, let me leave you here. There's a lot to say. Thank you so much for your time. Somebody asked me Euro card. If it's not on my chat here, I will not be able to talk about it. And if it's not here, where I can bring it up immediately. maybe I will do another meeting with you. Okay, you're okay. EuroCard. No, you have a very strong sell on EuroCard, very strong one. Let me even check if no, EuroCard has a strong. You know that euro is also weak. Of course, you know now anything euro is weak. So Canada is dominating since European challenge with Ukraine started. It has been a very challenging day. Euro with serious EuroCard will break this resistance. Very serious one. This is the best analysis, the best opportunity I've seen so far. Now, this is the best. Tomorrow I will tell my managers about this instrument. This is the best analysis I've seen so far. Strong one, strong dropping. It's possible it will get to 1.30. It's going back to 1.30 or 1.29. Very possible. Very possible. Very possible. Very possible. EuroCard. Thank you. Who sent me this thing, Mr. Emmanuel Victor? You see, at the last minute, we got the opportunity. Left for me, I won't have browsed all this chat. As I can tell you, I usually get opportunity from my classes when I'm teaching people. As they used to send me this chat, we are analyzing them. That's why I used to use them to identify trading opportunities, because opportunities are endless. You cannot know all of them. Someone can just give you one tips, then you know. Yeah. So that is EuroCard is seriously most likely going to drop more further. Very serious one. I won't go further telling you the reasons, but what we have seen and the way the structure is most likely going to experience more bullish than we are going to have it it's most likely going to experience more bearish than we are going to have it in bullish. Thank you so much for your time. This is 9:20. Let me allow you guys to go back to your family life. So if you get value from our analysis today, you can just type yes, or let me unmute everyone.
Yes, thank you so much, boss. We really applied so much value.
Okay, no problem. Anyone can unmute yourself now. Let me hear from you verbally. If you get value from the classes and everything.
Safaragon, I appreciate you.
Good evening, Paragon.
Okay, thank you so much.
Good evening, Paragon.
So,
Nice journey you today.
Just pure.
Okay, no problem. Thank you so much. I think I have to continue.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
We appreciate you. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Okay.